ball like this, man. Lord, past the big skin, when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she want it like me, cause her like she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him. Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep it score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Arizona Cardinals. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down now, it's Johnson. And right away, he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
Down, 185. It's ain't no way. It's just me and you.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Two.
Check 15. Check 15.
Who's off focus?
So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. And this is Cook with the grab. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal.
What down? Blue 80.
45. Watch the out. Watch the out. He's coming. Double up. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
They'll run with Cook. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's second and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll run it with Hill, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement, because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays.
We'll see if they do that. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
It's caught by Davis. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I know you felt that.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
We got 3. We got 3.
First down, Minnesota.
Check. Cross. Shit. 1. Raider 1. Shit.
First down. Here's the run with Cook. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Express. Hey, what's that? Hey, what's the block? 45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. Longer jump. 637.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Carr going deep for Diggs. And this is taken in at the 5. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 41 yards.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
On second and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone.
Check 3. Check white.
He's going to get it running right. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
So they're back at the 7 now for 3rd and goal.
Express. 29.
Shotgun now for Carr. And that is caught, but the bank judge right there to say incomplete. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job. And his kick is right there. It's good, and the lead moves to 10-zip. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. It's Williams on the catch. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Complete to Max Williams. 2 yards on the pickup.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Watch his flat. Watch his flat. Watch his flat. Any weapon. Catch it.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Play action. Now it's Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Kendricks coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long.
I got one. Switch it. Come on, switch it. 66, pull it,
Murray with a 3rd and long. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him, and I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 21-yard line.
Now, 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Tight, watch left. Tight, watch left.
Now a play fake. Carr. He sets to fire deep. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
To throw is Carr, setting up the screen for Cook. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 79 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. So they connected on a short pass on 3rd and 1 to pick up the first, opting not to run it. Well, there was a lot of run after the catch all the way into the end zone.
On these short yardage plays, you often get man coverage in the secondary. Not every time, but oftentimes you do. So if you decide to go ahead and throw the ball, once they get away, especially on one like this, short pass, but now he just takes off and goes. How much rack did he end up with at the end of that one? Run after catch all the way into the end zone.
Let's go. Let's go.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
It's a party now. It's a party.
Murray now on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the gun, a run for Johnson. Give him 9 there. They still need 6 more now on 3rd down.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
On 3rd down, Murray. And he finds his man. That's Butler. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. Murray now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Murray, and that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Cardinals on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Open man, Butler complete. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Hopkins' kick is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. Or maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Now Carr, eluding the pressure right. Lets it fly for Thielen. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point safely through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. 2nd down, Murray sets to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Shotgun now from Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter. Coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. On the return, here's Agnew. Might have needed just one more block as it stands, 37-yard return. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position, 1st and 10.
What down? Blue 80. Easy, kill. I'm coming after you. Go.
Mike, 45.
You must be dreaming. Purdue. 45 is Mike. 45.
Here we go.
45 is the Mike.
Throwing on first down is Carr. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Come on, baby. Come on. Let's go. Hey, Zoo. Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Time to go. Night.
45. Mike, 45.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he's able to find Diggs. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. Carr now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Again, they'll throw with Carr. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Check 45 to Mike. Go. Hey, check.
Now Carr again. Dancing to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick.
Intercepted. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on the
To throw again. Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Hayward able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Carr. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, we're good. 45. Mike, 45. 29. 45, Mike, 45.
Carr now to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
45 to Mike.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Forced out to his left, and that's caught by Smith. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 32-yard line.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Pretty good results here on the 1st down run as he takes this forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now Cook. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Mike, 45. Pick me up. Here we go. Check three. Switch.
They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Now for the point after. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Vikings 31, Cardinals 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Okay.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board and get some momentum here at half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Throwing on second down. Murray. And an alley to run. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that. The rookie gets his first interception.
Exactly right, and you're trying to limit the number of plays an offense runs. You're trying to limit the number of possessions they have. And he was a guy that I targeted coming out of college and rated very highly for his playmaking skills on defense.
And now he has his first career interception. Desmond Trufant there making the tackle.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
Again, it's Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by one more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on third down. Throwing is Murray on third down. And able to find Kirk complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
First down, Murray. Underneath for Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. Johnson. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Throwing on second and 8. Murray under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Chris Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long.
Push him back.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray, screen play, Johnson. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Focus, defense, focus. Hey, check 24.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. And it is incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position.
Now, 180. 180, we're good, we're good. 180, hey, Raider 2.
3 down.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cook. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
He's not going to get me.
They run it again with Cook. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's going to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
On the ground, it's Cook. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Murray now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now Johnson. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And, Charles, when you start talking about NFL kickers that have hit from 62 or further, it's a pretty short list, isn't it?
That it is, but how about the trust by a head coach to even let your kicker try from that range? That's really showing a lot of faith that he can get the job done.
Yeah, faith and guts.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season,
Cook strip, the ball's out, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
The busy night continues for Johnson. And, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Murray, that's complete to Butler. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says? Well, let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. A gain there of 30 big ones.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now a run with Cook. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 48-yard line.
Down. 45 to Mike. 180. 180. We're good. We're good. 180. Crash. Check 9. Kill. That's it.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. After the play, not a good sign. Dalvin Cook staying on the ground. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
I'm coming.
On 3rd down, it's Hill. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
20-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A gain of 32 that time. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Eric Kendricks able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
We're going to keep getting sacks.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they stop him with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Alert 3.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ballgame. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. Now Murray, he's going to let it fly. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd. Waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Come on, now. Come on, now.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 8 there on the 1st down play. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.